that. I was super flattered when they asked me. You know, but at the same time, it sort of felt, I don't know, completely natural. Charlotte, one of the directors, she's not actually dancing in this programme. She's decided to take a more sort of backseat directorial role, which is great. And then there's Chris, the other director. He's still around, which is fine. And then there's me. And yeah, it's weird because the whole situation does slightly make me think about the future of Headspace. And I don't know, I was wondering maybe in a year or so they might want to give me some sort of a bigger role to play. I don't know, I can't really envisage Chris dancing for many more years. There's just something in me that can kind of see I could be the only original dancer left still dancing, and then maybe directing and producing and curating. I haven't had this conversation with them yet, but I don't know if you've seen the poster. It's sort of me right up in the foreground. Must have been. Hello! Oh, this is Chris, one of the directors. You probably know that already. What else? We have 2 new dancers.
Very exciting.
Guest artists.
As you were last year.
Yep. We've got Gemma
Nixon,
and we've got Jonathan
Goddard.
Jonathan Goddard, yeah, exactly. Who is amazing.
So I've heard.
But you've worked with him before?
No, I haven't. Charlotte got him in actually. It wasn't like this.
Oh, right, I have. I've worked with him. You know, it's amazing. He is only 34, and he's done 3 years in Scottish.
Yeah.
He's done 6 years in Richard Alston. He's done 4 years in Rambert. And then he's had this
Dracula.
crazy. He just played Dracula. Amazing.
Great reviews.
Great reviews. Yeah, he does. He's so versatile. He can play any role you ask him to. And he's an amazing partner. And he's got this strength and versatility.
Maybe we're too
sort of music. We could work against it. Maybe a bit more unison.
I would love to do. Yes, unison.
At this point, I'd like to do my own thing. Is the light too bright, do you think?
Yeah, do you think we've created the right sort of atmosphere?
Guys, so far, I just think it's a bit safe. Well, would you like something a little more dramatic?
Yes, I would like to do something a little political.
Well, I think it could be even lighter. Do you think that we're using the space effectively enough? Would you like to see us dance a little closer together?
With a little bit of physical contact, perhaps. Do you think we can smell each other's sweat?
Or I can just smell Mrs. washing powder. I'll use yellow.
Actually, now you say it, so can I.
I'll use yellow and all. Do you think I fit in here? Is this the right place for me?
Ooh, why? You nervous? Do you think I look nervous?
Do you think that this movement makes me look like I've forgotten what happens next?
Do you think the palms of my hands are clammy, or that I can feel my own heartbeat?
Should I move faster?
If I walk away from him, is it less interesting? What about if I face the back?
Was that stillness a pop-out?
How about if I just walk like this? Is that annoying because I'm being paid to do it and you're paying to watch?
Maybe I could do that again facing the back.
Is it really annoying when dancers deep breathe like that? If they face the floor, or if they close their eyes?
Now, was that the same?
Or would you prefer an open expression to the front?
Is it a problem for anyone if it's not the same?
Was that a little bit close? Oh no. Do you think we wish we were wearing knee pads for this bit? If I stare directly into your eyes, does it make you feel a bit awkward?
Why pulling out all the stops?
I'm feeling very supported. Do you think my family support me?
Do you think I'm nervous?
Well, the palms of his hands are a little clammy.
Am I supported?
I think maybe this stillness is a bit of a cop-out.
Do we like each other?
Can you actually feel the chemistry between us?
Do we see each other outside of work?
I can feel your pulse. What's the piece of music that I'm dancing to?
I can see most of your faces.
And if I can't, then I just stare out into the distance.
Would it be better if we just improvised? I'm feeling this.
That felt real. Does this look real?
I will, and then we'll turn someone around like this.
Sit down.
Turn around.
Yeah.
You turn them around and say, stop!
That's great.
Great. You know,
Just
keep
do that.
it real.
Okay, let's do that.
Yes.
Okay, it's better. I break away, you follow.
Oh, John, please. Sorry. Sorry, it's just this. I'm not telling you what to do or anything, but just watch this. Watch this.
I break
Watch
away, you
it.
follow.
Stop!
Great.
Strip it. Keep it real, John.
I break away, you follow.
Stop! No! I'm sorry. He would not do that. He wouldn't stop somebody in the street and say that. Stop!
You wouldn't do that.
That was it.
That was real. That was real. I don't know. I felt it. I don't know. It sounds ridiculous what I'm about to say. It's like I could almost taste it. How can you taste it? How do you get that moment again without something real happening? That's the question. You know, those moments are what count. Talking of moments, it's 4 little words, you know. Just live in the moment. So easy. It should be so easy, but it's not so easy because you've got the past pulling you one way, future pulling you another. You know, no, you can't go back. And you certainly can't go forward, so just live now, live today. Because this moment is what really matters. You know, and expectations. What? Expectations. Why do we put so much expectation on each other? Why do we expect you? You expect me? Just be me. Because then this is the moment that matters. This
matchbox. And my poster would be massive, but everything else would be tiny.
I don't know, maybe 60, 70, 80? Movement activated birdies, and they kind of move with the movement to pick you up. Then this carpet floor from the front of the stage pushes all the way up to the back, and then when the audience realise they could enter the structure, let's say maybe one at a time, and probably a little bit tentatively, they sort of approach this huge wooden construction, and as they go inside the backdrop, like a lift, and then suddenly the door opens, and out comes the dancer, doing this incredibly intricate solo, beautiful
This light would just start to flood the whole stage, and it would be a sort of yellow light with a pink undertone, and it would honestly be the
and no one
brightest
will
light
be able to tell who the dancers and who the musician, and then who are the performers, and who the actors, and the audience would all be moving.
And then
It'd be amazing, but it's funny.
150 dancers, yeah, would come onto the stage, and as they came onto the stage, they would circle it, and then they could peel back the ceiling to reveal that actually the ceiling could be made of glass, and this glass ceiling would stretch over the auditorium and over the stage, and it would honestly be the most magical thing, because if you looked up, you'd see the sky and birds, and then, I don't know, maybe the ceiling could smash into 1,000 pieces, and the pieces would just stop in the middle of nowhere, and no one would have a clue how all these pieces were suspended in nothingness.
That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
What if the pieces of glass,
Yes.
okay, what if they became feathers?
Oh!
And then what if those feathers
Yes.
became butterflies? And the audience are just puzzled at how everything you hit
That's
does.
amazing. Yeah.
Then 700 or 800 piece orchestra.
Yes.
Playing a recommissioned score, building onto the most incredible crescendo to create this gigantic gust of wind that would send the butterflies swirling round and round the stage, backwards and forwards, circling around and round, until whoosh, it would get cast out to the audience, and it would be flittering and flutting around your faces. It would be the most magical experience. Then there could be a sound.
Yes.
It would be quite a lot, like a heartbeat.
Amazing.
And then, let's say the scene dock opened, and there will be 50 horses pounding against the stage, and maybe 500 well-paid dancers
Oh my God, what dancers?
taking the rhythm into
They would
their
take this rhythm into their bodies, and the rhythm would be so amazing that the audience would start chanting, and there'd be the rhythm of the dancers, and this chanting from the audience, and the whole thing would just create this cacophony of sound.
Guys.
Fill me.
this cacophony of sound.
Yes.
This cacophony of sound just builds and builds, and the horses are stampeding across the stage. Their hooves is vibration on the stage would create this gigantic crack all the way across the stage, and it would open wider and wider. And suddenly everything, the horses, the butterflies, the glass, starts falling into the void. And you look up, you see the sky further and further away, and suddenly just stop. There will be this silence. But it's like a silence that no one has ever heard. It's like the sounds of life just